Welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden J, hanging out with
the Rocker Chick
and
J-Dub.
And this is the United States of Paranormal. What's up, ladies?
A lot.
We got all kinds of things going on.
Such is life.
Jen's been talking to her phone. For those that don't know, Jen had another surgery on her, was it your wrist?
This time, yeah.
What was it last time?
Carpal tunnel.
Oh. Could they just done it all while they were in there the first time?
Yeah, if I would have just gone to a specialist to begin with, but, you know, whatever. It's over with.
So, at work, she's got this giant contraption with pillows and slings and...
Yeah. Because I'm not supposed to use my hand or turn my wrist or anything.
Yeah, you got to keep that thing perfectly still. We were actually having a conversation about that today where even in 6 weeks when you get out of the cast or whatever you're in now, that you won't have any mobility in that at all, will you? You have to go through therapy to try to get your...
range of motion back, yep.
It just sounds painful.
Well... So far, it hasn't been as painful. I had my left wrist done for the same thing in 2015, and that I thought I wanted to rip my arm off. That was so bad, and no amount of painkillers could help with that. It was horrible.
Does it like keep you up at night type pain?
That one was, yeah.
Not that doesn't sound like fun, but. Get you once you get through it all, then you get your hands back. Yeah.
Jazz hands.
So Jen's been trying to text about her horses, and apparently I'm not supposed to talk while she's doing talk to text because it shows up in the middle of text.
Yeah, so I'm texting and you're talking, and it's like entering everything that you're saying after I stopped.
I thought you had stopped recording.
You should know better.
It was a very long and detailed sentence that you said, and I was like, did it get all that? And then you're like, it says, did you get all that? This is what we do in the studio before we hit the record button.
Yeah.
You would think your own phone would know your own voice and only do your voice.
Yeah, it's only 2023.
That's right.
Why don't they do
Dang
that?
it. What the hell?
I'm ready for it all to be built into my arms, so I don't even have to carry a phone. It's built in.
I did see on YouTube there's a watch that projects your phone onto your arm.
I have seen those, yes. Mm-hmm. And you can actually touch your arm in those spots, and it does what you need to do.
It's creepy.
Yeah. Just another thing that the extraterrestrials brought.
Robots are going to be taking over someday.
That scared me.
Yes, if you heard that was a notification on my computer, fucking thing. I shut them all off. I swear.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Promise.
Obviously not.
It used to happen with the murder nerds all the time. Oh, so how are you guys? It's been a couple weeks since we've been in the studio. How's everything been going?
Good.
I know that the Rocker Chick has been working me like a dog.
Yeah, building decks and putting walls up. And
flowers.
Yeah, flowers.
Well, your deck looks amazing, by the way.
Thank you. It's interesting because we had a little family get together, and my brother-in-law actually asked me, look, there's another one.
Seriously?
Can't you mute that?
I tried. They're supposed to be muted. My brother-in-law actually... waiting for another one.
But they can't hear it.
No, they can't hear it.
So they're like, what the hell are they talking about?
Cut it out. Sometimes you can hear it come through the microphones.
Gotcha.
Through the headphones. So my brother-in-law asked if I contracted that out. And I'm like, no. I said, me and Bobbi built it. and they all looked at me from around because we were all at the campground. They all looked at me and they said, "Well, Bobbi built it." I said, "No, I helped." And my sister, God love her, goes, "What'd you do? Hold the tape measure while she measured?" I said, "It's still fucking helping right there." And I said, "It's still helping."
No, you did a lot.
I did do a lot.
We both did the same amount. Pretty much.
Really?
I would be halfway down
Really?
the board by your, yeah. You did a quarter of the board. I did 3/4. But I buried the screws too deep, and I hate myself for it now because we had to take a board off, and
She destroyed the
I
board.
destroyed the board getting
taking
my
the screws
screws
back
out.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we flipped it over.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that
So
works.
next time I build a deck, I will know not to bury the screws so deep.
Well, in your defense, the wood was so wet, and when we were putting it in there, it just zipped right in, and before you know it, you sank it in a little bit too far. But
Because you're so strong.
Yeah, that's what it is, exactly.
no, it's those DeWalt drills that I bought her.
Which you hate mine.
I do. I don't. What the fuck is wrong with yours?
There's
It won't
something wrong
sink a
with it.
screw.
No, it sinks a screw too far.
If it takes forever to start a screw,
I think it's
I
bad
think
screws.
I think it's owner operator
Yeah.
error.
I did something to it. I
Or
broke
as our friend Phil would say, it's an ID10T problem.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No.
I'll spell it out for you later. Spell it out.
Idiot something.
No, just
Oh,
idiot. Oh, so how about you, Jen? What have you been up to?
Not much. I'm crippled.
You weren't crippled before.
Oh, that's true. We've been putting up new horse fence. That's really all that we do at the house. That's my life, is my animals. So
Right.
yeah.
So how does this how does
Yeah,
this
how are
hinder
you?
your riding now?
I can't ride right now.
That's gotta hurt
It
badly,
does.
more than the surgery itself, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How,
But
how are you helping put up a fence?
I hold the tape measure the one that
Okay. You're Jeremy.
I told my husband went to hand me something, and I go, "Here, use my strong hand."
Oh yeah, you got the Jeremy. Listen, Jeremy worked hard on that fucking deck. I'm very proud of that deck.
Well, all you have to say, no, if anybody says anything, is be like, "It's the deck that Bobbi and Jeremy built."
Slowly. Walk away.
It's the deck that Bobby and her. Well, yeah. Oh man, you guys are killing me here.
You started it. You put yourself
I did.
in this
I did.
boat.
I did. I'm okay with that because, people make fun of me, and I have broad shoulders, and I can handle it.
You got your big girl panties on.
I got my big girl panties on that holds out the sand for my vagina.
Making pearls.
Me personally, besides deck building, I've been dealing with a lot of the work shit, and I'm fucking over it, and I'm ready to be done with it. And hopefully here soon we'll finish that up, and I can move on in my life. I'm going to take a vacation, by the way, just so you know.
Well, you better find a spot that's open. Good Lord.
Oh, I'm going to just sink my vacation right in the middle of all of it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay.
And what else is going on? And since J-Dub's here, Kansas City Chiefs season tickets are in. Oh, yeah! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Be taking a few days off for that, too. I'm just going to let you know now.
Well, I was going to ask how the concert went.
Oh, my God, the concert. We went to Chicago and seen Blink-182. Absolutely unfucking believable. Those guys were amazing.
Nice.
I enjoyed Blink. I enjoyed the company because I went with the call guys. I went with Colton and Gunner and Colton's friend Jordan.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had they bought parking passes, so we actually parked like 30 feet from the front door.
Nice.
So when the concert was over, we walked out, jumped in the car, and was out of the parking lot in like less than 3 minutes.
Nice. That's the way to do it.
Oh my God, it was great. But no, the company was great. I enjoyed every bit of it. We'll be doing a podcast on the Call Guys about it, so it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, you can stop rubbing it in. I really wanted to go. But it was a guy's night.
It was a guy's night.
Thanks, Colton.
Go ahead.
No, that's all I needed
Go
to
ahead.
say.
Give him shit.
No, that's all I needed to say.
You could have gone and they could have still participated in a guy's night.
I know. Oh, well.
Rude.
I'm over it.
She got over it when I told her how much the ticket cost.
Yeah. It's like, damn.
Damn, you could have bought a car for that. Am I wrong?
Yeah. I've already forgot how much it was, so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We're not gonna tell our listeners what we partaked in to go to that concert, but it was a blast. United Center, Chicago, really cool place. If you guys have never been there, see a Blackhawks game or a concert or whatever, it's a really cool place. So I'd recommend it.
Nice.
Get parking lot K. Get there just a little bit early. Park up right up front. Yes, it's the way to go. Trust me, especially trying to get out of that. You know, what was there? 80,000 people there?
Dang.
I don't know what that place seats, but
A lot.
it was full. I had to take away the back half, though, because the stage was there on the one side. And we were actually looking at... Okay, so we're off... If you're looking straight at the stage, we're off to the left in the corner. In the kind of the back corner left. And so the stage wipes out all the seats that are behind the stage, but there were still people sitting what looked like behind the stage in the upper levels up above, and I was like, holy shit, how do you watch the concert from there? That would just be horrible.
Did they have screens on the other side so they could maybe see it?
I don't know if they were projecting screens, but I don't know if you could see them on the other side.
Huh, that would suck.
It would suck.
Maybe
Very
they were
much so.
free tickets they won from the radio.
Radio always gives away great tickets. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Here, free tickets for Blink. Fuck yeah. I never got to see the show because I was behind the stage. But yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed it.
Good.
Very, very much so. But yeah, season tickets are here. That was an exciting portion of into last week. Getting ready to start up Indiana Chiefs fans again here probably in August. Went through the draft. We did the draft. The rocker chick did not watch the draft with me again.
Nope.
So, I don't know why she doesn't like the draft.
I like beer on draft.
Your friend owns Silver Inn.
Yeah, my cousin.
They have a it's your cousin.
Yeah.
Okay. They have an event coming up. I saw you posted.
Yeah, they're having a hog roast and a band Memorial Day weekend. I think it's Saturday.
Right on.
Nice.
What's the band?
You'd have to ask me
Well,
that.
that's that's you're on the spot. Ask Siri.
I'm not asking her.
Siri.
Bamf.
Bamf. Bamf. Let me look. Hold on. Really fast.
She's gonna look. We're just gonna look this up. But so yeah, this will come out before that. So if you're local to Indiana, go down to
The Silver Inn in Silver Lake.
there you go, and partake in the hog roast band evening.
Yeah, hang on. I'll tell you.
We get all this info out here because that's what we do. We're public service announcements.
Yeah, well, you know, this internet is not the greatest.
Don't look at me. It's
What does POD stand for?
I have no idea.
What the hell?
I don't know. I never looked it up. I never thought about it. Who knows? The United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. What does POD stand
Logan.
for?
Logan, what does POD stand for?
Random tracks.
Random.
So May 27th, it starts at 2 p.m. and then the band starts from 7 to 11.
Nice.
It's a hog roast. Yeah, the hog roast starts serving at 11 a.m. and the band will start playing from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
There you go. The band inside?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun there.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of pictures of you at the actual Silver Inn, even though you're there like all the time.
Yuck. Nobody wants to see that shit.
What are you doing? Like doing shots out of random men's navels or what? What's going on? She's very serious right now.
But she does have, like, if for bachelorette parties, this little guy that you can buy shots with, and I'll show you what it looks like.
What do you mean a little guy?
Oh, hold on, I'll show you.
Well, you're going to have to explain to our listeners what
He's got a big old wiener. And you take your shot out of his wiener. It's a dick cup.
Oh, how cute.
Oh my. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, you
Well,
could.
it's
No.
for a bachelorette
I'd
party.
make you do it.
Nope, couldn't do it.
Like,
Couldn't do
Jeremy the dick cup.
it. Bring on the dick cup.
it was
Oh
fun.
my.
All right. Well, on that note, and the dick cup, and for anybody that has their own dick cup,
Pump house.
I have a booby cup around here somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think she does, too.
Yeah. My mom used to make ceramic booby cups. So I'm serious.
That's fun.
My mom was into
I
ceramics.
know. It just sounded funny. My mom used to make ceramic boob cups.
Well,
See?
but my dad was a boob man. What can I say? It's a generational thing. Genetics. I'm a boob man, too.
Boob man.
Boob man.
You
Yeah?
are a booby.
Oh, wow.
You're a big boob.
All right. I'm I'm done being. I can't hold the fucking tape measure. You're a boob. Got my big girl panties on.
What happened to those tough shoulders, strong shoulders?
They're weighing down. All right. Well, we're going to get into this week. Oh, do
You
you
don't have any questions?
I didn't.
He told me not to do it, but because we weren't going to do one. But
I'll tell you what.
I got one.
Do you have one?
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully Jen knows this.
Do you gonna do it right?
Let me ask you this.
Whoa!
That was very
That had some
aggressive.
oomph behind it.
Do you think there is treasure
If you say Oak Island, I would
on
be
Oak
like,
Island?
No, I do not, because I've watched every single fucking episode, and they get to on this episode, they find treasure, and then they find like a button. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's history, not treasure.
It's a Bobby Dazzler.
Or a rock that has.
Listen, the only reason to watch that fucking show is for Gary Drayton. I love Gary Drayton. He is exciting to watch. He's entertaining, and he is the only one that's found shit on fucking Oak Island. The only one.
Well, he's got metal detectors.
Yeah.
But no, answer the question. Do you think there is treasure on
No.
Oak Island?
No, I don't.
I think somebody found, like, if they left something there, like they said, like pirates would come, and somebody's already found
Somebody already, whatever that's called.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even
Pondered
if
it.
they
Pondered it? We're all pondering it.
and even if somebody found it on one of the expeditions where they were going in the money pit and all that stuff, I think they found it. They just didn't tell anybody.
Plunder.
Plundered. Yeah.
You're
they plundered
welcome. I think that the one guy that they talk about that was on lot 5 or whatever.
it. Yes, the cabbage farmer guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I can't think of his name
he
right off the top of my head, but I think he found most of it already. And
Yeah.
I mean,
because they said he became very wealthy living on Oak Island, being a cabbage farmer. So yeah, I feel the same way. I'd be shocked if they ever found a treasure.
Yeah, you still fucking watch it every week.
Well, you never know.
You
Is
never
it
know.
that part of the story that you just can't let go of? You just keep coming back, and you're like, I gotta know.
I love history, so when they do find like artifacts or something, I think it's neat. But
What?
A piece of old wood. Woo!
A piece of old wood on Oak Island, where the Masons may have been.
A petrified white dog shit. Road apples.
Road apples. Yeah. It draws you in. It's like porn. You just can't stop watching.
Or a train wreck.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel sorry for. Is it Marty? Marty's the one that's not there all the time. He's back and forth.
Uh-huh.
But he's starting to look a little drained, like it's time to give it up.
Well, he got involved in a lot of different ones then too, even other shows and treasure hunting, when the guys were looking for the trains in Lake Michigan or whatever.
Yeah. They do. That's something they like to do. It just seems like it's a lot of money.
Well, the show probably pays them a lot to keep it going, so.
Yeah.
I would think that the show probably pays for a lot of that stuff. If you notice from where they've started to where they are now and have the drilling companies are right there on site the whole entire time. Yeah. So, somebody's getting paid.
Well, definition of an island, it's land that kind of floats on water, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but they're putting all these damn big ass holes in this thing. One of these days it's going to sink.
Like Swiss cheese.
It's just going to start squirting up.
Here comes the ocean, guys.
I don't think an island floats. I think there's probably, solid underneath it in the water.
Well, the water table's really high.
So you're telling me the land goes all the way down into the ocean?
I am telling you that, yes. I think that,
Prove it.
I can't. All right. Golden Mojo Entertainment's going on an expedition. Let's go find an island. Which island you want to... Let's go to Hawaii. We'll explore there.
Okay, well, I just...
Jen's like...
I'm on game.
Yeah, but she's like, after my wrist is better.
Yeah. I got to be able to dig or hold on to a tape measure.
Yeah.
Like Jeremy. Bobby, you're doing all the digging because he doesn't have any calluses on his hands. Those are pretty.
They're guitar players' hands.
That's been his excuse for not doing dishes since he's been alive.
Alive.
These are guitar player hands. I cannot lose my calluses, so I cannot wash dishes.
Wash.
What's the proper way to go with that?
There's no R in wash.
Wash.
My dad says trash. I'm like, how do you spell that?
Like, is he going to take out the trash?
Trash. Yeah, I'm going to take out the trash. Spell that for me, Dad.
Sold. All right, well, let's get into today's story. J-Dub has got us covered, and she is going to take us...
to Alberta, Canada.
Damn. Ooh, I didn't bring my passport.
Well...
we need to get one.
It was last minute, so we'll smuggle you in.
Ooh, I'm in the trunk.
So we are going to the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel.
Banff.
It's been welcoming guests for 125 years, or over 125 years. It's called the Castle of the Rockies and has seen many guests pass through its doors, some famous, some royal. But some of the guests still walk the halls. Ooh, dun, dun, dun. So I'll give you a brief history. It's obviously in Alberta, Canada. It was built in 1888 and was originally a completely wooden structure. It was built out of necessity because they had the Canadian Pacific Railway was going westward, and they needed somewhere for people traveling to stay, and they wanted it to be like a high-class hotel. So the president of the railway saw the hotel not only as a stop-off point, but as a world-class travel destination. It had breathtaking mountain scenery and natural hot springs.
Ooh.
So it had a lot to be proud of.
Right.
Beautiful views, hot springs. That's good for your health. But there was a major fire in 1926 that completely devastated the building, and a complete reconstruction had to be held out. The new construction, they wanted the hotel to be kind of like a Scottish castle with towers and stone walls. And in the 1930s, the Banff Springs enjoyed a lot of people with celebrities, royalty. They all they all began like running to this hotel because it was so highly like beautiful, and your health was better after staying there. And that's when it became the Castle of the Rockies, because the Rocky Mountains looked like the mountains around the hotel. So, during the construction of the wooden hotel, there was a big error from the contractor. A room was built with no windows, no doors, and a fact that was never shared with the hotel owner. No idea that it was there. No plans, nothing. They only found this room after the fire in 1926. And ever since then, now that it's all remodeled, hotel guests see people walking up and down that hall in front of that room that wasn't there.
Huh.
They never said that there were people left in it or anything, that it might be like a portal. No windows, no doors.
It was just an open space that they
and then
enclosed. That could have been a room if they would have just put doors on it. Huh.
And windows. Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't need windows for it to be a room, but a door would be good.
It could have been a big closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it was like a void, and they were just like, we have this space, and our rooms are only going to be so big, so we just have this empty void in the middle?
No, he actually built the room, and it was like, oh shit, and then he just was like, I'm going to wall it off and not tell anybody. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, they didn't find any human remains or anything in it, so I'm guessing he was just like, oh crap, wall it off.
Huh.
But room 873, there was a tragic murder of a family in it. I heard it was a husband, a wife, and their 2 children, and the husband killed the wife, the kids, and then himself. And then
in the hotel,
in the room.
Jeez.
873. After the investigations on the murder, the management of the hotel decided to refurbish it and put it back in service. But they have ever since walled it off because guests have reported seeing apparitions outside this room, inside this room. They've seen members of what they thought was the family, and screams of children can be heard, crying and screaming of children.
Yeah, that would keep you awake at night.
Yeah, that'd be sad.
Yeah, I think that we talked about this in one of the last episodes, that the ghosts of children are the worst.
Yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah.
But I mean,
and it's just a little more scary for some weird reason.
That's good. I think the last time I said it's because you don't know that they
yeah,
really are children.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Could be that freaking dad that killed them all, pretending like he's their. You know what I mean?
Did they have motive on that, or was there nothing?
I couldn't find one.
Right on.
The next story is called The Burning Bride. This woman was getting married at the hotel, and there was, I guess, a big staircase, and they lined the staircase with candles. Well, as she's coming down, her dress catches fire. She trips, she falls down the stairs, and she dies.
Oh.
Many guests report seeing a ghost of a woman in full wedding gown, all veil and everything, coming down the stairs. They sometimes see her dancing in the ballroom, probably dancing to her song that she was supposed to be her first dance. Yeah. Sometimes guests say that they witnessed the woman in the dress with flames going up her dress, and others have witnessed her on the staircase and watched her fall.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Why would they find her? Why would she be in the ballroom dancing? She never reached that point in her wedding.
Because that's what she wanted to do.
Well, because like when they say a residual haunt is just they went up and down the stairs a lot, so that's what they do in death. But then they say like a intelligent haunt knows that they're a ghost and they're doing what they would have done or wanted to do before they died.
So she's got to be an intelligent ghost.
Yeah,
then.
I would think so.
which means that.
But can they be like half intelligent, half residual?
I don't see why not. I mean, in my opinion, I never researched it. I haven't really looked into it. But if you think about it, I mean, a ghost is still a ghost, and a lot of the times they're kind of in one area. In this case, it's the hotel itself. Mm-hmm. So what else do you do after 100 years? You just keep replaying the same things that you did, when you were there, the space that you're in. So you go up and down the stairs, or maybe today I'll go to the ballroom and I'll dance, or, but if you're in that space and you can't go anywhere else, what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
So you can do the same things as a residual, but still be intelligent and go do something else.
With residual, if somebody does like a remodel and they see people come through the wall, well, that could be where a staircase was, and they put a wall there and they're still coming down the staircase.
Right.
Or walking through,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Staff also hear strange noises coming from the bridal suite, even when it's vacant. They hear crying. They hear sometimes laughter, like she's getting around ready for her wedding and she's all happy. But it's just a sad story. Mm-hmm. The next one is probably the most popular of all the ghosts at the Banff Springs. It's called the Bellman. His name was Sam McCulley, and he was a bellman at the hotel in the 60s and 70s. They didn't really say how he died or what he died from, but his ghost his ghost is known to walk the halls, and he's known to appear in his 1960s uniform. He was wanting to help guests get into their locked rooms. He asks you if you need help carrying your suitcase. He'll turn your lights on. He'll change the thermostat.
He'll change the thermometer?
Yeah, he'll change the thermostat. So, like, I've read one said the lady couldn't get into the room, and this man shows up, and he's like, are you having trouble? She's like, yeah, I can't get into my room. So somehow he opens the door, and he goes in there, and he goes, oh, it's hot in here. And he turned the air down, and she said it got really, really cold in there, like instantly. Because ghosts usually are cold.
Yeah.
And she said then she turned around to thank him and give him a tip, and he was gone. She looked in the hallway, he wasn't there. And I mean, she was like, she turned around, and as fast as somebody would have been in the hallway if he had just walked off.
So that's the ghost you want to meet. That's the one you want to talk to and see. The one that's helpful and just happy to be there. But how the fuck is he opening the door?
I don't know.
He's like they say, they get stronger over time.
Maybe it was a thunderstorm and it was lightning. Electricity.
It's hot springs. There's water.
Yeah,
that makes
true.
them stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. Water. That's why a lot of the places along the river and stuff like that have.
I knew that. But I knew that. But the hot springs. Does hot springs have anything to do with giving them more juice?
Well, it's energy.
It's water, yeah.
All right.
Puts off energy. He's usually witnessed on the 9th floor, so like I said, they didn't say how he died or where he died, but I'm guessing the 9th floor. Probably a heart attack if he was an older gentleman. Nice old guy.
Nice old guy that wants to help you with your bags.
And they say if you try to start another conversation after he has initiated one or try to tip him, he will disappear. He doesn't want your money.
He don't want your money. I don't need no money.
What's he gonna do with it? Money. Go down to the gift shop? Get a candy bar?
There's some other reports that they didn't go too far into, but this one is there's an apparition of a bartender, and staff and guests have seen him. And it's usually when they've had a little too much to drink. And he tells them, well, I think you should go to bed. Yeah.
Okay, so you got the bartender who's...
cutting you off.
I was going to say looking out for you, but yeah, cutting you off.
It's when you're seeing double bartenders.
Yep.
This one's saying cut you off. How much more do you want? What do you want?
Yeah. the live one's like, here, have another. And the dead one's like, no, you need to go bed. You're going to fall down the stairs.
But they're,
Let me
true.
get the bellboy to take you up to your room and unlock your door.
And turn it cold in there. There's also an apparition of a headless man playing the bagpipes. I couldn't find anything else on that. That was just headless man playing the bagpipes. He must have loved playing the pipes. Blowing the pipes.
How?
Outside?
I didn't say.
It didn't say.
How? How is
How
he
is he
playing
playing with headless? Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to
How?
blow that thing up with air.
It's probably residual. It just plays on its own like a music box.
Okay.
So another tale that the hotel staff they say kind of reminds you of the Stephen King novel The Shining. So the hotel used to only be seasonal and was only open in the summertime, and it would have a caretaker. So in the winter, this caretaker would feel like he was being watched, like there was always a presence wherever he was. He would mainly feel the presence on the 8th floor and the 9th floor, which he was convinced was a woman. So I'm guessing either the bride, but the 9th floor was the bellman. So yeah.
Wasn't the family that got murdered on the...
that was room 873, so I don't... That probably 8th floor. Yeah.
So it could be the mom.
Yeah.
Or the evil dad acting like the mom.
So...
Even ghosts are confused on what gender they are.
Yeah, that's true. But I was reading that the hotel doesn't offer like ghost tours.
Right.
They don't want to be associated with the paranormal. But this was people that had stayed there, and they were like talking to staff. Hey, have you ever? Yeah, that's so and so, or that family was murdered in that room.
Gotcha. So it's yeah. So there's no like shows on this. It's all just coming from.
But now that paranormal is really popular, maybe they will eventually
draw people in. I mean,
but they want to be known as this high class, frou hotel. That
I would say that if they haven't cashed in on that up to this point, they're probably not going to cash in on it. Because paranormal and the investigations, if you go back to Ghost Hunters or even Ghost Adventures, those guys who kind of kicked it off, those have been going on for quite a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you would think that they would be like, wait a minute, we have ghosts, we could sell more rooms. Nah, we're doing well enough. We don't need to add into that. So
that's like the Barbie Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
The Dead Files did an episode there.
Yeah, we saw it.
My uncle was frequent the Barbie Hotel when he lived here, and he watched it. He's like, that's all bullshit. He's like, I was there all the time. I stayed there. I drank there. I just hung out there. None of that stuff. I never heard any of that stuff. And my parents stayed there, I think, right after they got married. And I asked my mom about it, and she's like, no, none of that. Never heard of that stuff. So.
Well, we've stayed in haunted hotels and have never had anything happening.
Yeah.
So,
you need to go stay there and see if anything happens.
Yeah.
But ever since,
come on, you have to have
ever
a
since
little
I
bit of it
lived
open.
I really haven't had anything happen. And I mean, I'm the one that's like, come here, grab my hand, touch me, pull my hair, something. I want to know that I wasn't just crazy.
And that's not just her talking to her husband.
But yeah, I mean, the place is beautiful, and I can understand why they wouldn't, but they could have made a lot of money unless they have a secret website for like a ghost website. But I just didn't see it.
Like I said, they're probably doing just as well without having that extra. I mean, I can't imagine that having people trounce through there just because they're ghost hunting is, the greatest achievement in a hotel thing. They're like, it's got to be such a pain in the ass, is I guess what I want to get at.
Yeah, most places that are still up and running don't let them come in and do investigations.
Yeah, because you can't have guests. So if you're a full hotel usually, and you got to say, oh, well, this weekend I can't have anybody. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
So if they ever close down one of these days, I'm sure they'll be like, oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if they start getting nobody coming in and staying there, they're going to be like, oh, we have ghosts.
We admit to it.
These are the ghosts here.
Draws people in, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. All right. Was anything else?
That was it.
That was pretty good, though.
I like that one.
I liked it a lot.
Like I had told you, I didn't have anything ready for today. And I got on Facebook. I don't get on Facebook a lot anymore, but then I saw my memories. I was like, oh, let me see. And that was on there. And I was like, oh, my God, that's a good one. And I researched it right then, and I got all that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm one-handed, I can't do much. So
you're just robbing the company.
Yeah, robbing the damn company.
I did. Speaking of Facebook memories, my Facebook memory for today was the release of episode 6 of the United States Paranormal, the Puckwudgies.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what was significant about today that you thought of?
It
earlier?
could very well be. I don't know. I think it's like I don't know. I've had this thing all day where I look at the date and I'm like, something important. It's somebody's birthday. It was probably somebody that I worked with that I knew years ago that their birthday was today. So that's the only thing I can think of. Is just
you'll
one
remember
of those
at 4:00 in the morning. It'll wake you up and be like, "Oh, that was it."
You know what I should do at that point?
What?
Go wake her up and tell her.
Yeah.
No, I don't need to know.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Go tell Ozzy too.
Ozzy would be happy to see me at 4 a.m.
Yep. Oh, we going out? We going out?
Is it time to get up already?
That's funny.
Ready for the weekend, ready for all that. So
I'm not ready for the weekend.
No?
I'm in a wedding.
You're in a wedding this weekend.
Yep.
And you're going to be in a sling.
I am, but I told her I would take the sling off for pictures. I just have to hide my arm behind somebody. I mean, for a couple minutes, it's not going to hurt anything, I don't think. Fingers crossed. Pray for me, people.
Well, as soon as you get out of that by the end of the month, we got to get some group pictures taken.
Yeah.
So
we need to find you that that skeleton hand shirt.
I'll get on Amazon. I'm sure it's on there somewhere.
Probably.
All right. Well, that was really great. I really enjoyed that.
I liked it.
Yeah. And we got out of the country a little bit.
Yeah.
Even if it was
It was
Canada.
a hotel, sorry. I love hotels.
She did text me, and she's like, I got this hotel. And I'm like, what is it with you and hotel? I didn't text her that. I just thought it to myself. J-Dub's got a thing for hotels.
I do. They have lots of history and all the people that go through there and die there and do other things there. I mean, come on.
What else do they do there, J-Dub?
They poop. They get drunk and the ghosts tell them to go to bed.
Yeah, there you go. So everybody knows that your type is the hotels. Rocker Chick's type is the cemeteries.
I have a question.
Oh.
When you're in a hotel, like I saw this movie one time. These people were in a hotel and this guy just walks in and is like videoing them as they're sleeping.
Okay.
And then murders them. So every time I go to a hotel, I'm freaking out. Like somebody's going to be in my room videoing me and they're going to kill me. Do you ever have that? Like,
no.
What?
I always make sure that top thing's locked open before we
Don't
go to
you
bed
put the
because
little
I don't want
chain or
people
something on there?
coming
Yeah,
in
but
and
you can
sucking my
get-
toes or anything. Because somebody said something about somebody, and it was actually like the manager of the hotel. He woke up in the middle of the night to the manager sucking on his toe.
Oh, Logan, she's at it again. She's at it.
So I always lock the door.
that would make me want to wear my shoes to bed.
Who was that brought that up?
Was it Phil? I don't know. I don't remember who told us that story, but it was just recently somebody told us that. And the guy sued because it yeah.
He had what
PTSD
from getting his toes sucked.
Gross.
By another man.
By another man.
Yeah.
That's gross. I'm going to make sure I walk through horse shit or something before I stay in a hotel next.
That might be an added bonus for somebody like that.
Everybody out there listening, make sure that you lock your top latch thing on your door when you stay
or
at a hotel.
Or put a chair in front of it, wedge it in there.
There you go.
So you don't have people taping you or sucking your toes.
or murdering you.
Or murdering you.
Wow.
What happened to you at the hotel? Oh, I died. Got murdered.
Well, first I got my toes sucked.
Seriously, next time I stay in a hotel, I better think about both of those things.
I'm taking a bag of horse shit with me, and I'm going to rub it between my toes and all over it. I'm going to put a sign on my door. I have horse shit on my feet. Don't come suck on my toes. Yuck.
That's so wrong. So many ways.
That's gross. I'm so terrified of aliens coming in and touching my feet that I cannot have my feet hanging out. My hands and my feet have to be covered, and my ears, because I'm so scared that they're going to be like beep boop, beep boop
on your toes.
or my ears or my hands.
Oh. She doesn't want to be touched.
No.
I've heard of a lot of fears before, but never aliens touching my toes.
Or my ears or my hands. I'm crying.
All right. Well, on that note.
Take it away, Jeremy.
I got to catch my breath. On that note, we are going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and checking out the United States Paranormal. We do appreciate it. We do want to hear from you, so don't be afraid to email us at theunitedstatesparanormal@gmail.com. We've been trying to track down some of the stories, a couple of the stories that you guys have sent us. So I'm still looking into the one that Peter sent. I do want to get into that a little bit more. I've done some research on it, but been a bit busy. Haven't been able to finish it up. But I'm going to get back to that and that
Bigfoot alien.
Yeah, very very intrigued on that whole thing. So
yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, a little more deep dive on that. Of course, Leonard's haunted mansion story.
Yes,
I'm going to give that to you. I want you to take care of that.
That'll be my next episode.
All
then.
right, there you go. Yeah, so let us know what you think, and we love hearing from our listeners. So don't if you just want to say hi, UnitedStatesParanormal@gmail.com, or if you're interested in helping to help support us a little bit, want to buy a T-shirt or really cool birthday pint glass, you can always go to the UnitedStatesParanormal.com and check out our merch page. Every purchase is appreciated.
You have tank tops?
We could find you a tank top.
I just wondered.
We can make it happen.
Yeah.
It is summertime. Maybe it's time to add a couple tank tops on there.
Maybe.
All right. I did see your sister's new topper for her.
That was pretty cool.
What is that? That is the Bronco. Yeah.
Has
with
the
one of the
alligator.
the alligator.
Yep.
On it. Which was pretty awesome. So we did check that out. Although I was a little disappointed it did not say the United States Paranormal Podcast on it.
Well,
yeah, can't have it all. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the support and all the love and all the listens. We do appreciate it, and we want to hear from you. So check it. Give us an email if you like United States Paranormal. Maybe you'll like something else in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Empire. We've got The Call Guys, Golden Image Podcast, Indiana Chiefs fans, and A Quart of Books and Booze. I don't know that they've announced it, but the Murderer is going to take a little bit of time off. So they've life happens. You know how it is. So They are in the middle of their hiatus right at the moment. So you can always go back and listen to some of the old episodes. There's 60 episodes of Murder Nerds out there. So Bobby's getting attacked by a ghost here in the studio.
Yeah. I'm joking. If I die, I'm going to be a
My foot is
haunt here.
falling asleep.
There's a lot of shit going on right now. And also coming soon, starting sometime June 8th, I do believe is our launch date. June 8th for Golden 80s, where Golden J and his buddy Frankie Vegas.
Frankie Vegas. That's his name.
That's his wrestling name.
Oh,
He's a wrestler guy, and that's his wrestling name.
Does he actually wrestle, or is he?
He's a manager.
Stage
He's
person?
a man. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Most people know him as Brandon.
Brandon.
But yeah, Golden 80s coming June 8th. Check it out. Let us know what you think. I think we're going to release at least 2, maybe 3 episodes on that very first day, so you can get your fill of all things 80s.
I like the 80s.
Me too.
It was a fun time. I remember. Well, no, I don't. Yeah, so there you go.
Nice.
It's all the Golden Mojo Entertainment Empire. And the website's coming soon for all of your merchandise for the Empire also. We are still working on that. Got a lot to finish up on it. We got to get our group pictures on there. My web builder's going to have a shit fit.
Sorry, we don't really want this contraption.
We can edit it out. Little
This
graphic.
would be a fake arm.
Give me a big old buff arm. Strong hand.
All right, gang. So until next time, I'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Stay creepy.
To support other Golden Mojo Entertainment productions, check out Golden Image Podcast, The Call Guys, and Murd Nerds wherever you enjoy listening to podcasts. To see photos and find new episodes of the United States of Paranormal, follow us on our social media. Twitter at TUSOPPOD, or Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and Facebook, the United States of Paranormal. If you have a place that you'd like us to look into, or would like to share your spooky story that we can read on the air, please email us at theunitedstatesofparanormal@gmail.com.